Welcome to the last week, the last Fired Up show on the month of April. This month, we are talking about progressive prosperity, and today is the last episode in that series. So I want to welcome you to another time at the Fired Up show. This is your girl Lola Wealth. I'm super excited, as you can see, and I'm grateful to God for this new month we are entering and how we ended April of 2026. Super excited. If you are joining us for the first time, I want to welcome you to Fired Up Collective community. I'm super excited. And if you are part of the returning member, guess what? You are in for a treat because today we are wrapping up the progressive prosperity for the month of April. And of course, we are talking about something very important. And this, I always get emotional around the protection. We talk about the topic for today because it's not just about going and setting up our wealth operating system, designing, being an architect, and all of those things. But more importantly, we always constantly visit the foundation. How are we doing? Right? The topic today is protect what April built in you. Protect what April built in you. So you don't want to allow the new month, the month of May, to steal what you have started. Guess what? You started a new habit. You started that progressive action that you started taking one after another. So what we are doing today is we are putting all of that together. We are reviewing the things that we have talked about in the last few weeks, right? So if you have joined us from the beginning of the month of April, guess what? This is great. And if you are just joining us again today, guess what? You're going to be going through. So you're going to be having like highlights and highlights of what we've gone through for the whole month. And then I'm going to provide the link for the previous sessions in the comments so that you can always go back and dive deep into the conversation, and it's going to really help you to move forward in your finances. All right. So today is Special Thursday, and we are closing it out. We are closing out the Progressive Prosperity series, and this is special because you are a different person at the other side of the screen. You are really a different person. Just like I said, you showed up week after week. You received that newsletter. Guess what? You took actions. You took actions week after week. And we know that April really brought something new because some of us, we relearn. We relearn. Some of us, we unlearn. Some of us will learn. Sight, clarity come into our finances because we are here. All right. I don't know if I've said it again, if I've said it before, but my name is Omolola Oyewumi, fondly called Lola Wealth. I'm just super excited because I was just like, I wasn't sure, did I mention my name or not? All right. I am the Wealth System Architect, the founder of the Fired Up movement, retired at 40, the former Microsoft leader. And we are live here. Some people are on YouTube and some people are on LinkedIn. Guess what? We are both live. And I want to give a shout out to my team member, Mr. Tobiloba, is behind the scene, of course, always. And of course, you'll be hearing his voice and maybe see his face again today as we wrap up this month series. All right. I'm excited. So let's get into it. But before we go anywhere, I want you to drop in the comment, how was April for you? And some people showed up once, some twice, but I want you to put it in the chat. How many weeks of April did you show up? How many weeks? Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Or is it the 5? Because we have 5 Thursday this month of April. How many times did you show up this? Put it in the chat. And I want you to engage in. I'm going to put up the chat up here. I want you to. Hi, this is my coach, Elder Shaya. Thank you for joining. Yay. Thank you so much for joining. And where's my phone? Gosh. All right. I'm going to just give me a moment. I want to make sure that I put the chat. So continue, please put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. How many times did you show up this month of April? How many times did you show up? I really want every one of us to engage. I want us to engage. Today is more of engagement. Like we're really going to be engaging, and then I'm not just going to be speaking, and then also we will be getting your question live. If there is any question, that you have, even in the course of the month, in the course of you taking actions, guess what? Okay, yes, let me put this away. All right. So if there is any question you have, or if there are questions that is even like not so tailored to you, but you really want us to answer, guess what? This is where we'll be answering the question. So I wanted to put, I can see some people in the chat. Mr. Toby, please let me see. Do we have any body on the other side on YouTube, right? So that we can read their comment. But thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Yes, I can see. Okay. All right. So we quickly want to go through some of the things we talked about in the course of the month. Because before I teach anything today, I want to take 2 minutes and just honor where you have been. Where you have been. I think we move so fast. We are achieving something, we learn something, we shift something, and we never stop to feel it. So we are going to get into it today. 4 weeks ago, the first, I think the 2nd of April, guess what? That Thursday, we open it up with conversation that most professionals, they don't, because here we are transparent, we say it as is, and we are not just talking about fluff or theory. We talk about something that is going to move us forward when it comes to our finances. All right. And some people are afraid to say it loud, but here we are real with ourselves. We are real with ourselves. Progressive prosperity, and that prosperity we talk about, remember that first Thursday, is that prosperity does not wait for perfection. You do not need a perfect moment. You don't need that perfect salary, income. You don't need everything to be perfect, circumstances. You don't need that to be perfect before you start building. You are a wealth builder. You are building. You are building. You are building. And that's, you not waiting is actually what is the most expensive decision you will ever make. You not waiting, because guess what? You are. When we talk about progressive, we are talking about direction, not just, well, not speed, not the cadence, like how fast it is. No, it is more around you getting towards divine direction. Let's say that you started, saving, and every week you're saving $500 into that investment. Guess what? You are progressive, because you are now taking a new direction. You are now forming a new habit. And we're going to talk about even habits, because some of us, the research shows that it takes 66 days before an habit stick, and we only finished just 30 days. Guess what? We are halfway. In. So we continue what we've built in April, and of course continue that momentum. And of course the other week, where we talk about operating system, the second week talk about operating system, which of course we'll continue to talk about it here in the community. We talk about it more here, even in Fired Up Collective, Fired Up community here. We talk about the 4 components that turns reactive financial living into intentional wealth living, right? 5 reactive, 5 intentional, 5 reactive, 5 intentional wealth design. Remember, we talk about the fire number. How do you get to your fire number? How do you know that this is when you're supposed to retire? Oh, this is the amount that you need to retire with, right? What kind of lifestyle do you want to build? And those are the things that we talked about. Your wealth blueprint. We talk about the automation, and we keep talking about automation until you get into you start automating, that you don't have to think about saving, you don't have to think about investment, you don't have to think about all of those things that help you build the financial future that you desire. You don't have to think about it. You just have to decide and set up a system and automate it, right? And we talked even about step by step on how to do that by looking at your account statement or your credit card or your credit statement or your bank account, bank statement, reaching out to your bank, telling them this is the amount, giving them that instruction, this is the amount you want them to be taking, right? There are so many ways we can automate things. So we really want to take, and some of us, we have it in our head, but guess what? We have to write it down. We have to make it an habit. We have to put it down in our journal. We have to put it down on some of the things we are doing. In fact, we have to put it in our calendar. Put it in your calendar, right? And these are the things that we'll be talking about, even to talk about more today. The third week we talk, and of course, before I leave the second week, we talk about reflecting. Right? You really have to take time to reflect about this week, this month, and then today is a good way as well, or good time as well to review your month. What are some of the purchases that I make? Did I make them through emotions or through data or through being intentional, right? You have to reflect, you recalibrate, you review, because there are so many answers when we sit, when we reflect, when we review, right? So those are some of the things that we talked about in the second week. And of course, the third week, we talk about the mirror, looking at ourselves, looking at our finances, right? Looking at our finances. We held the mirror, 5 reactive habits, 5 reactive behaviors, and 5 reactive behaviors you recognize yourself. And then the 5 fresh intentions, which of course we elaborated from week 2 to week 3, right? And then that intention, we have to replace it. That has been intentional. You replace it. Audit before you add is another thing we talk about. Audit before you add that new thing, before you bring in another thing. Because guess what? There are so many distractions, so many things that look shining objects, like, oh, do this, oh, I want to do this. Remember, even we, as we are establishing second stream of income and third stream of income, there are so many distractions, some things that does not even align with your value or with your current season of life. But because you joined a coaching program, or because you joined one online master class, and they say, oh, do this, guess what? We rush into it. It happened to best of us. But what we just need to do is we have to be intentional. This is what I want to do. And we have laser focus. We determine, I want to pay down my debt. And that is what you are going to focus on in the next 6 months, in the next 4 months, in the next 8 months. You're going to focus, have that laser focus, right? And then when we finish it, even though I love multitasking, or I love doing things in parallel, but some of them are distractions from us achieving our goals, right? So we talk about auditing before we add, right? And then another thing we talk about in the third week is direct your income before life intercepts it, which is part of the automation. And we dive deep into how you can direct it, how you can give your money direction, meaning, give it, name it, every dollar you own. So whatever currency you have in wherever you are, every of the currency, every of the dollar, give it work, give it name, so that you direct it before life intercept, because life is going to intercept. There's some things that are going to come urgent. There's something that are going to come as important. But because we already have the system, guess what? We give it a direction before life intercepts. And of course, spending with evidence, not emotion. That's the one I talked about, right? Having delayed gratification and not buying on impulse. We do this a lot when there is discount, when there is, like now, is getting towards the half of the year. We are getting towards May. There are going to be May or spring discount, spring sales here and there, discount here and there. And you're like, okay, let me buy it because it's cheap. Right now, we have to guard against that, because there's going to be a lifestyle creep. There are still going to be some things that are going to come as cheap or as a good deal, but there are good deals, right? But let it be something that you really need, and then you can take advantage of that. So don't be what's it called, distracted, with all of the sales that comes here and then. Of course, we're going to talk about it. And then the last thing we talk about is the okay, we talk about spend with evidence, not emotion. We talk about make your money move while you rest. This one I love so much. And we debunk not just passive, because some people will sit in front of the beach and tell you, oh, I'm earning passively and all of that. That works as well. But guess what? There are some things that you have to put in place such that your money move while you are on vacation and all of that you have to put in place because you are being intentional, right? And of course, protect the floor before you build the ceiling. Protect what you have, which we are going to be building on today. Having proper protection for that little that you have, for that much that you have to protect it so that you continue to build brick over brick or block over block as you build your financial freedom. All right. Today is the last week, is the grand finale, the protection part of it. We get into it. And of course, we're going to celebrate our wins. I want some of us to actually put in. Yes. Okay. No, so let me look at the chat. So thank you. Thank you for people in the chat. Yes. Thank you. I can see everyone. So if you, and this time around, you're going to put in the chat, which one of this really have you worked on? Part of the thing, I quickly run us through some of the things that we worked on in the beginning of the month, progressive prosperity, right? What are some of the things that you did, or what are some of the things that you will do? I want you to put it in the chat. I want you to put it in the chat before we go into, we discuss briefly on the protection, because protection has to do with you actually looking at what you have, like having that 50K view and say, okay, I have this 401K, I have this, I have a car, I have a mortgage. Oh, I'm getting into mortgage because some people, they've built this, maybe they have addition in their family, they have maybe 2 kids, or now they have the third child, they are looking into getting a bigger car or getting into a more room, a more spacious home. Guess what? Because we are growing, there's growth even in our family, or even with our situation, with our season, it comes with demands when it comes to our finances as well. We have to make those decisions, right? Because our life is always calling for more, and that is how God has made us. Our God is a God of more, right? So you look into your finances, your financial situation, your financial or your asset, your portfolio, look into it like that 50K view and look at it. What are the things that need to move here? What are the things I need to reduce? What are some of the things that I need to maybe for now pause? What are some of the things I need to take on, right? We just really have to look at everything and make adjustments, right? With that, nothing is set on stone when it comes to our finances. Nothing is set on stone. So we have to constantly review, look at it. Right now is another good month. We spend the first 4 months of the year. What are we doing? What are we doing? Have we achieved 1/25, 1/4? That's 1/4. Have we achieved 1/4, 1/3 of our goals? Right. What are we doing? I want you to think about this a little bit more. When it comes to my finances, am I moving the needle towards achieving that goals? Put fire emoji in the, or any emoji on inside the comment if this resonates with you. I want to see that engagement. Miss Effie, Mr. Paul, Elder Olusheye, I'm seeing some people here on the chat. Mr. Toby, thank you. I want you to put, yes, I want you to put it in the chat.
I want us to read out. We have a lot of comments that is not showing here on the chat. If we can share it, right?
Yes,
If
you
you
can
want to read
share
some
it.
of
You
it
can go
out,
ahead and share it.
I'm going to show it to you so I can
Okay.
read it out.
Or maybe
So
you
we
can
have
put it on the screen while we continue the conversation, because we're going to be opening it up. We're just going to want to talk about this briefly, and then we're going to be opening it up to questions. So put your questions in the chat. Our team is there to coordinate, bring it up. We're going to answer them. We are a company, we help when it comes to financial, let me use the word. So I help high earner professionals in achieving FIRE, financial independent, retire early. That's what we do. So everything that has to do with accelerated financial independence, right? And then you're looking into, so we are not really talking about your personal, so no sensitive information shared here. This is a learning community, a learning platform. So you just have to, give that disclaimer as well. If there is anything that you need to take, maybe like investment decisions and all of that, you really have to talk to your financial advisor, right, about that. But when it comes to, I'm having struggled with this, when it comes to family, there are some of the family office, like investment trend and all of those things, or even how to even get better with our habits. Some of them are the things that you have been doing. I want you to just know, like, you can ask those questions. There are some things that you struggle with when it comes to finances. And guess what? We are not here to shame anybody. We're not here to like, this person. No, what we do here is we get better. We are all learning together. I am learning as well. I learn from my team members. I learn from people, because I don't know it all. And that is why I am on this show. Guess what? Because I am knowing too. I am getting better too. I am learning too. Right? Before I come here, guess what? Even if I would have done my research, I'm learning. I come here, people reach out to me on DMs. This is what what I am trying to achieve. I'll go research and learn. So this one is this. Guess we are all learning, right? So here we don't shame anybody. We don't make jest of anybody. We are here to learn together, right? And one of the things, let me spill it right now here. One of the things, for the month of May is to bring expert. We are bringing in expert here, attorneys, tax advisors. We are bringing in financial professionals. We are bringing in wealth coaches to, expand the conversation. Do you see? Thank you, Ms. Chioma. I'm seeing people here. So thank you. I'm telling you, so it's going to be even more robust. It's going to be more deep. It's going to be more value, more impact, because it's not just only me, but we are coming together to even better help our professionals in helping them achieve their financial goals. So that is it. So let's get into it. Mr. Toby, you said you wanted to read some comment. Do you still want to read them, or do you want to put them on the screen? What are we doing before we get into the real deal for today?
Actually, some charts we couldn't display right on the call. We have from Molusha Yashiru, who says that I love the idea of protecting our outcomes. It's so easy to fall off if we are not intentionally protecting what we achieved. Efra said prosperity does not wait for perfection. So we find it so difficult to be able to display this right on the place, but just for them to be able to know that we are here and we are watching them, we are seeing what they are putting in the chat. So it's just to let them know that they should keep it coming, even though we are unable to display it, we could still see the thing they are dropping in the chat. So that is what I wanted to share.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Yes, please keep it coming. Keep it coming. We'll be receiving it. Some might not be displayed. I don't know why, but I just want us to please keep it coming. And just as well, super excited about getting into a new month, because some of the things as we are building this habit is entering into another month does not mean that, all the things that we have done for April will file it and let's start again from from a fresh plate. Although new month comes with a fresh plate, but okay, I will let me land this. But we don't discard what we had for the previous month. We build on it. Do you see? We build on it so that it creates momentum. And of course, what some of the things that we are even talking about is, as you see, while we are talking about the progressive prosperity not being speed or urgency, but more about direction, you taking the proper direction. When it comes to a new month, we are building on the things that we started, right? Just like I said, the you that you started the month is different from you that is in April to April 30. Because you have become, and you're still becoming that new person. Do you want us to answer the question before we get into the protecting the foundation, and then going into it. What do you want us to do? Okay. All right. So let's get into it.
Can you
What
see the
if,
question displayed?
yes, I can see it. What if it feels like it's not the right time to start the process with competing priorities? What if it feels like it's not the right time? Okay. If you think it's not the right time, you always have priority. And one of the things that you have to do, because you have to do it, you have to reprioritize. Like, look at it. Which one is, if I didn't start today, that not starting is going to, what is going to cost me not starting today? Because all of this priority, the cost of them, you not starting today, is going to be different. It's going to be different. So you not starting today, what is it going to cost you? So when you look at that and see, okay, this one I think I can leave it for a while. This one I have to start, because having competing priorities, they all have priorities have costs, right? So you just have to look into them and look at cost of you not starting. How is it going to impact you? Because there are risks to it. So if it feels like it's not the right time, which one do you think right now that you can take because of the season of life you are in? Because I know that this question have multiple things. If I sit with you one-on-one, I would have asked more questions around the season of life you are in. What are the things that you have done before? Why do you think it's not the right time? Have you done it before? Have you worked with someone before? Have you had results? There are so many other questions around that can help us really drill down into this. But I will say that when you have competing priorities, it is on you to reprioritize those things and look at the cost of waiting. That is it. Look at the cost of waiting. You see, okay, having a new baby, maternity, you see, that's it. Because of the season of life you are in, is going to help you to okay, these are the things that I can see, because postpartum and all of those things are real. But there are some things that you can start today, like compounding, where if you don't start, and I think we've done that calculation too before, meaning that you are supposed to start an investment that compounds. If you wait 1 week or 1 month, the difference is going to be in thousands, because you wait, right? But if you look at it, you really want to learn investing, or you want to start investing. For example, I'm just saying, and you look at it, if I don't start, if I wait for the next 6 months, this is what is going to cost me. What are the what are the minimum viable version of what I can start today? If you look at those priorities, just like I said, you reprioritize, or you look at the cost, the risk factor of waiting for each of those things, and then you pick the one that you think, okay, I have to start right now. And then because of the season of life you are in today, you look at the minimum viable version of it and start it. Right? Start it. So that is how I will answer that question. And I hope that helps. But I know the person that asked this question. So I'm going to see you in your DM to help you further break it down, and you have action. If you have action steps, seriously, it's going to really help you while other things are still going, while life is lifing. Because one thing that is that is going to come with May, with the month of May is going to come with its own urgencies, right? It's going to come with its own priorities. And that is what I mean, your enemy is not that time, is not all of those things. May is going to come tomorrow, is arriving tomorrow, less than 24 hours. But how financial progress or progressive prosperity, how we get lost is because there are so many things that we're going to abandon because we know, oh, this is a new month, let me start afresh. Nobody decide on abandoning anything because of, now it is, let me just leave this one, and we don't intentionally abandon. Let me put it that way. We don't wake up and say, oh, you know what, all the things I've done, let me put it in trash, let me start again. But we are building. We are building. We are building. We are not going back to the default. And that is what our normal body will want. Like, just let me live and just let me do what I can do. You know what? But now we have to go back and continue to build on what we have started. You see, May is busy, spring. We start to prepare for what's it called? Vacation, right? We are going to have new projects, new deadlines, new obligations, financial demands. Just like I said the other time, there's going to be some good discount sales, half of the year, middle of the year, all of those sales, right? They are going to come with their business the month of May. But, and then one thing, and this one happened to me, and some of us, you know this, that the last weekend I was in Bahamas, and there are some things that I started building for myself. Guess what? 4 days after, I just discovered that I've not done them. When I came back, I missed my tracking, right? And then because I quickly come back and say, okay, this thing I need to do. In fact, I didn't even remember because I was on vacation mode. And that is what is going to happen. A lot of us, kids are coming out of school. We have this time. We want to go visit our family, friends, our in-laws, and all of those things. There are some things that we have built because we are not intentional about, I'm not going to stop. Because we are not intentional about, we just abandoning it. But we have to be conscious and be intentional about building on it, because life is going to get in the way. We don't want to miss 1 week of tracking, because 1 week of that tracking, or you delay a conversation about your finances. There are some people that are still holding me conversation that we're supposed to close on. Right? Guess what? Days is turning into weeks now, and it's going into another month. So if you are hearing this, you know yourself, let's have this conversation so that you can move the needle towards towards your goal. All right, so you don't want to postpone and continue to postpone. 1 week turns into month turns into quarter, and then we just have to be intentional about it. So there is something called invisible invisible backslide. That was the one I talked to you about, like this last weekend, because I was just like, I'm going on this weekend vacation and all of that. And then I enter into that backslide. And it's not that I am not committed to my a commitment, or I lack commitment, but it's just the way the mind works. Once you enter into that mood of vacation and all of that, we just enter into and just dish some of the habits and some of the things that we've been building. So I am encouraging us right now, such that by the time we get into those modes, guess what? We have to be intentional about now doing what we need to do. Hey, Mama, I see my darling sister TFA, Fumi Ayawale. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for everyone that has been joining. Thank you, my sisters, for your support. I see every one of us. Okay. Let's get into it. Protecting what you have, protecting the foundation is very important. Just like we've reviewed some of the things that we have learned this month of April, we are going to be protecting it. What has April built in you? You know it. Remember, we have different actions, different things that we were doing, different things that we need to do, right? Those actions. We were going week after week, day after day, right? Like I would say that put this in your calendar, do your wellness check, do your money date, all of those things, or schedule a time with your family, put up a family or a niece, or your younger self that you are doing this for, while you're building that legacy. We had those action steps for throughout the whole month, right? So you've done the work, or you are doing the work, or some of us is still levitating in our brain, because we're just like, I'm going to put it down, I'm going to journal it, right? Guess what? It is good. We are coming out of motivation. Because motivation is seasonal. You cannot rely on motivation, and you know it here on this community. We don't rely on motivation. We are intentional. We are hands-on. We would say it. We would do it, right? And we are going to build it, because we build a system. Motivation is going to fade. emotions is going to fade, but the system that we build is what is going to work when that feeling is not there. Because there are so many times that you wake up and you just don't feel like it. It's going to happen, right? But because we have built structure, because we build those automation, right? And then the habits we are building. Remember, I said it that research has shown that it takes 66 days for a habit to stay. And if you have been committed to, what you started in the month of April, that means you only had 30 days. My own is like about 25 days, to be honest, because there are some days that I will sleep off and I will come back in. And then, but guess what? Out of that 66 days, I've been able to build 25 out of it consistently, but it will not stick. So the month of May is to build on it. Right? Is to build on it. So let's get into it. Wealth check. Structure. I'm sharing 3 structure today when it comes to protecting what you have. The wealth check-in date. So before the show ends, I want you to open your calendar and create a recurring monthly event. Call it your wealth review. You see, your wealth review. Call it your wealth review. Same day every month. I have done this and it's really helping me as well. Same day every month, for the rest of the year. Don't say I'm going to do it later. In fact, put it down right now, because I know that some of us will take notes. Put it down right now. And the main purpose is to check on your finances. A date, a time in your calendar. Put it in recurring. This one structure that you make is really more than any other actions that you're going to make. Is going to help you. Like a single decision you're making is going to separate you. You are ahead. You are steps ahead a lot of professionals, because people have it in their head to do it, or they just do it, they scheme about it. But immediately you put it on your calendar and you put a date to it, you put your mind into it, you are building a structure. That is a tiny structure. That is a tiny a system you are making for yourself. Do you see? And this separates you from anyone, for professionals who build from a place of, I have it in my head, or it's levitating in my head. Wealth that is never reviewed is wealth that slowly drifts. And we don't want to drift. We want to build a system, a solid system that will not fail. That's the first structure. Have a date, put it on your calendar, same time, set it on recurring for the rest of the year. Structure number 2 is more about the declaration. You call things that be not as though they are. We do it here in the Faith Focus Fire Monday. We keep declaring. But I want you to write one sentence. Write one sentence and describe who you are as a wealth designer. Who are you as a wealth designer? Because it is you. You have to tell yourself who you are. It's in your identity. And it could be something like, I am building a system-driven wealth that will make my family free, that will help me to achieve financial freedom, or help me to achieve accelerated financial independence. What is it? Or we talked about fire gap as well. You can say, I am closing my fire gap every month with intention. So write that statement of who you are in your becoming. Let it be present tense, right? You can write in present tense, first person of I am. And this is the power of I am. Do you see? This is the power of I am. Or just simply, do you see how I introduce myself? I'm a wealth system architect. That's who I am. I help professionals build their wealth operating system. That's who I am. And I ride in that awareness of who I am. I operate from that place. Who are you? You don't have to have MBA before you become a wealth architect, because you are architecting, designing wealth on your own terms. Do you see? So part of protecting is part of you owning your identity of who you are. You are a system-driven wealth. You are a wealth designer. I design wealth before I default. Write it, put it on a sticky note, put it on where you see it. Put it everywhere. We know we have what's it called? Vision boards. That is part of your vision board as well. Who you are becoming. Every morning you can start to say it, start to declare it. What I know is this, that identity follows what we repeatedly tell ourselves. Remember, we debunk some belief systems, some things that we tell ourselves, some lies that has been ingrained in us, in our identity of who we are not. But because we believe the lies for us, and then we believe that that's who we are. No, these are lies that has become truth, and we debunked it. So what we tell ourselves repeatedly, it becomes our identity. But what we see every morning shapes what we become. It shapes what we become. So that is the second structure. I want you to speak it, say it, write it down of who you are becoming. In terms of being a wealth designer. And of course, structure number 3 is for you to have accountability partner. This is one of the things that a lot of people skip. Even me, myself, I don't know how to harness it, having an accountability partner. And research has shown that most people that are consistently showing, that they make difference when it comes to their finances, they have and they are committed to accountability partner. Before we leave today's show, text somebody. Somebody must have come into your mind right now, right? Who you can become an accountability partner when it comes to what you want to achieve. Who is that person that crossed your mind? Who is that person? A friend, a colleague, a spouse? That spouse one. Be ready, because for some of us that have spouse that will want to put into everything, but they still help us as well. My own spouse, my husband helped me a lot when I am so because I'm a spender. Some of you know, I've already said it here. I spend. I'm a spender. I love to spend. But it's always okay, madam, come back. It's always helping. So your spouse could be your accountability partner. It could be a sibling, anyone. Just tell them about your financial commitment, the one that you are carrying from April to May. Ask them to check in on you for the next 30 days. For the next 30 days, ask them, this is what I want to achieve, so that they can always constantly check on you. Yes, that person is very important. That's whoever you choose as your accountability partner. Tell them what you want them to do. And that is what you would tell them, that, for the next 30 days, this is the commitment I'm making. I want you to check on me, because the moment your intention becomes known to another human being, it stops being a wish. It stops being a wish. And it starts to become a commitment. And that is why we say we are committed to this. Me, I am so addicted. I am so, what's the word? I don't want to break my commitment when it comes to that, especially when somebody knows. I always want to, be up to it. All right. Yeah. So that's it. You have your calendar events, you have the declaration anchor, you have your accountability partner. All of these, you have to install them today, right? You don't have to pay. These are free. All 3 they are very powerful. Do them. Do them. Motivation will fade. Some days you will not feel like it. Motivation asks you to feel your way to your future. Motivation will not ask you, but system is going to be the one to. And these 3 things we talk about today is the system that we are building. All right. Drop in the comments, which of these 3 structures are you committed, or are you committing to before the end of today? I wanted to see it in the I wanted to see it in the comments. I'm laughing because I'm seeing some things in the comment. Put it in the comments. I want to see which of this commitments. It can be it can be number one, it can be two, it can be the three commitment. For me, it's going to be three commitments. And TFA is my accountability body. And I'm saying it loud here so that everybody will know. She will hold me by the jugular. Make sure that this commitment I achieve it. So shout out to you, TFA, TFA of life, the world TFA. So I already have an accountability partner. She always hold me accountable, and I do the same thing for her. All right. I want to celebrate every one of you. It has been a great time. I'm opening this up for okay, Sally. Okay, thank you. She said number 1 to 4. We only had 3 commitments. So when did you see the 4th one? All right. So Sally, I'm going to hold you accountable. Even if you do not choose me as your accountability partner, guess what? I am going to be serving as an accountability because you put it here, 1 to 4. So what's the 4th one? All right, it's really nice. As you can see, I'm just like enjoying myself with you, my people. I love that. Okay, vision boarding. All right, thank you, TFA. Yes, I see that. Shout out to you. Oh, love. Yes, I'm opening it up to question. Mr. Toby, do you have any question? I know you are getting some comments that is not showing, and also if there are questions that we can. Yes, Mama. Thank you. If there are questions, let's open it up. Our time is fast spent. I did not think, every time I don't think that I'm going to spend as much as 30 minutes, I will come back and say we are having, and I think I need to work on that. You have to, like, if I said 20 minutes, let me work on that, because I always just enjoy and just continue to have this conversation. But before we round up, next month, just like I said, we're bringing in more a subject matter expert coming in here to help us answer questions. So it's going to be more fireside chat conversations throughout the month of May. And it's going to be, I'm really looking forward to it, because I'm going to learn a lot as well. There are some people that before you even get on their calendar, you have to they have to give you like weeks and months, right? So we are opportuned to have them on the show. They'll be coming on the show to come and, educate us, to come and share, help us answer some questions. And I just think we are blessed and we are honored, to have them. So is there any other question today before I round up? Okay, Mr. Toby, I'm still waiting for you. I couldn't hear you. I can't hear you. And of course, today we'll be having some declaration. Yeah, I'm just looking at my note here.
Listen. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, that was, I guess, we have some amazing people, but then some of it we were unable to actually look into. But then some of the things you've been able to share so far, I just feel like I just want to ask you one question for all of us. One question for all of us. Sometimes we'll be like, this is what we want to achieve, this is what we want to do, especially when we don't have an accountability partner, just like the way you've said it. How do we then hold ourselves accountable to ourselves? What can we do? Is there any tool we can use? Is there anything we can do, to make sure that we're doing the right thing? We're focusing on the right thing that we're meant to focus on, and all of those. What can you say on that before you actually, we end this conversation this evening and this afternoon, wherever you're joining us from? Please, can you please share a little thing about that? Thank you.
All right. So if I hear your question very well, is how can we hold ourselves accountable in case where we don't have an accountability partner, right?
Yes.
Is that the question? Okay. Yes. So what I would say is this. If we don't have accountability partner, first of all, you have to look at what do you need accountability partner for? Just like we shared today right now, is you have to pick one commitment, one thing that you want to do, maybe 2 things, right? in the month of May that you say, oh, I have to do this, or I want to do this, or this habit, I want to develop it. First of all, have that goal of what you need an accountability partner for. And then now look at, if you don't achieve that thing, what is it going to cost you? Like, what is your why? Because we always go back to that why. Why am I having this? Because if your why is strong enough, and this is what my friend to always tell me, like, it's just because your why is not strong enough. That's why. If it is strong enough, you will dish all excuses and you do what you need to do. Right. So I will say that look at the why, look at the reason why you are doing that thing. What accountability will help you to do is to just be on top of your toes. If you're someone that has integrity and you are building trust as well, or you have somebody that already trusts you, you don't want to break that trust. Do you see? And that's why we have somebody that we trust to like hold us accountable. But in the case where we don't have, we just have to by ourselves look at, why am I having this? What is the importance if I achieve this? And look at the cost of me not achieving this goal. That is going to really help us to say, okay, you know what? Let me really do what I need to do, right? Even if nobody, because there are some things I think I was sharing with some of my coaching client last week, or have coming this current week, about you being an entrepreneur. You are your own boss. Nobody might ask you, did you do this thing? Did you not do this thing? Right. And I was telling them some of my own struggle about, I just have to stand up and do. Some people say, Lola, you're so consistent. Why are you so consistent? Like, we've seen you. I said, if I'm not consistent, I don't have any manager that is going to give me what's that? Is it memo, or what's that thing that they give? I've never, what's that thing? Query. I don't have anybody that will push me. I have to push myself. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a founder. I'm a CEO. Do you see? So sometimes when you look at the cost of not doing something, it will just make you like, okay, you know what? I just have to do this thing. So that is where I'm going to stand. There are some other things that help us in terms of looking at writing down things, journaling, right? If you don't have anybody to make you accountable, some of the things that we talk about is you writing down those things, like what we talked about today, who you are becoming, who is that person you are becoming. Write it down, put it somewhere where you'll be seeing yourself. When you are looking at yourself, when you're looking at that thing you've written for yourself, for your goal and all of that, it's going to tell you of your becoming. Like, is this a person that is a wealth builder? Somebody that is buying, somebody that is doing it, that is buying on impulse, that is not having delayed gratification. Sometimes because we already put that mirror up, it's really going to really help us to like, okay, you know what? Let me do the right thing. So few things like that, they are going to really help us. But I will still say, even if you don't have accountability partner, if you have someone that you trust, right, you can still share with them that this is what you want to do and this is what you want to achieve, even if they are not checking on you. But because you have shared it, you've said it to someone, guess what? There's more likelihood for you to achieve that, because research has shown that if you share a goal with someone, there's a likelihood for you to achieve it. And if you now write it down, go back into it, even if you are not constantly like maybe going back every week or something, but because you've written it down, you brought it from your head to a book and you wrote it down, there's even much more likelihood for that thing to come to fulfillment or to achieve that goal. So that is what I would say. But anyway, we can't do life alone. So me, I will still tell you, get accountability partner. You might not tell them I'm getting as accountability partner, but you still share what you are trying to achieve. You might not tell them everything into details, right? It depends on who that person is, what's the level of trust or a level of conversation you have with that person will also determine the kind of things or how deep you want to share some things, right? But it's always good to do life with people, share some things. If it is not like a dream or like a big goal that you are still thinking about, God has just maybe giving you this dream, or something you were thinking about that still need some time for you to sit with it, think, pray over it, and all of that. But if it's something that maybe habits or something that you just need, it's always good to share. It's always good to share. So that's what I would say. All right, 3 actions before today ends. And this is one of the commitments too. I want you to do it. Open your calendar, create your monthly wealth review, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on, and then make it recurring. Do that today. I am doing mine today. And of course, I have it on my calendar, but because of we having this conversation, I'm going to do it. And I know my accountability partner is on this course. She's going to like, okay, have you done it? Show me on your calendar. And I'm going to show her. The second thing is write down your declaration anchor. Who are you? Who are you becoming? One sentence, put it on somewhere visible before you sleep tonight, so you get that done. And of course, the third thing that I want you to do, the third action is to, what's it called? The first one is, okay, the declaration, put it somewhere. And of course, okay, I think I didn't say this one. Maybe that's why Sally was saying number 1 to 4. Take fire readiness assessment. If you have not, even if you have done it, this is good for you to take every quarter or every month, know where you are, because there are some things that you have done in the beginning in the course of the month that has really helped you even with your habits. So taking fire readiness assessment is going to be a great way for you to start the month. Like if you have not done it, please do it this month. This is your final call for April. And I'm going to put the link. Mr. Toby, if you can put the link in the comments, that will be great. For people that will be watching the replay, we're going to put the link in the description or in the comment section as well, so that you can see, you can have it. Okay, and yes, that is it for today. I wanted to drop in the comments right now, what is the one thing April built in you that you are most committed to protect in May? What are you protecting? What are you protecting? I want you to read from you. I want to read from you. And some of you, you still want to DM me. I read everything. I respond to everything. So I want you to, send me messages, send it to me. Write it here on the comment. I want to see. For some of us, we're still here. Yeah. So I want to see it in the comment. Mr. Toby, if there is any comments that is not showing up here, please, I want you to read it as well, so that we make sure that we read every comment. And of course, for people that are going to be watching this after, we are going to respond to your comment as well. We're going to answer your questions as well. Okay, so a word about the new month of May. We are going much more deeper. We are going much more deeper. We are expanding our savviness when it comes to financial acumen, right? We are owning more. Remember that ownership. This is your ownership season. I want you to step up. Every Thursday, come read the newsletters. Newsletter has already gone out as well. We'll be improving on the newsletter, the Fired Up Intelligence. We'll be improving on it so that you're getting even more value from it. If you have not followed us on the newsletter, I want you to subscribe, share it with your colleagues, share it with your friends. We want more people to be on our list for subscribers, right? You don't want to miss any information. You don't want to miss any juice, any all the goodness that is coming from Fired Up Collective. So I wanted to share it. Okay. I remain your girl, Lola Wealth. Your Fired Up Queen, a wealth system architect. I remain your girl. So I'm super excited. This time next month is going to be a new month. Fired Up Show is going to, be here. Maybe I'm going to be coming here with someone, but, yet to confirm. But I'm telling you that here, this time, by God's grace, because we don't say that tomorrow we have to be here, but we'll be here. By God's grace, God is going to see us through. We're going to see another month, and then we're going to be doing life together as well. For some of us, we are having our lunch. Some of us, we are going back to work. I want you to continue to get fired up, continue to take ownership of what's, what you're really holding dear to you, which is your financial future. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, team members behind the scenes, getting things done. Thank you so much. April is complete. You showed up. You showed up. I want you to keep getting fired up. Bye for now.